Okay, I gotta do a little update because my birthday is like half through now. And it has been really, really fun. You know, it really is something to not put expectation on something, to just let it unfold and don't. I mean, I have seen so many people have it just such a meltdown if their birthday didn't go right or something. So I'm here to say you can make it the day, any day you want it to, however you want that day to be. You can claim it and make it that day. So I was going to do a couple of quick things. So while I was driving, mind you, remember I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Very, they're willing to give over their rights for the better of all community. They just don't understand. Like, that's giving up our freedom. What? So anyways, so while I'm driving, and it's a ritzy area. It's right before you get to the lake where the dog park is, the golf course, and all this. It's super expensive. And somebody's driving in their fancy convertible, and they have the lid down. They're fucking wearing one of these, driving. Oh, it was like, okay, please give me the science behind this madness. It's so ridiculous. I can't even get over it. And so another little beautiful thing is my daughter wanted to buy me dinner so bad. So she, out here is like a brewery, you know, and they have pizza and that kind of stuff. And so I said, okay, you know, you can get me a little veggie pizza. And, I never eat pizza, so it's kind of a treat. And, it was so sweet of her, I was just going to do my bag salad. But so anyways, she got me this pizza, and there was extra boxes, of course. I knew she'd do that. And 2 different cheesecakes after she already told me, you got to have dessert. So I bought a cheesecake at the store when I bought my beer. So I got 3 cheesecakes, and I'm going to Key West here in a couple weeks. So yeah, I can't be mound down on cheesecake every day. So, so that was like a real special treat, and then at the dog park, met the most nicest young man. And he, the thing that was so cool about him, he starts a conversation, which I'm used to. Most people start a conversation with me over Stella. So a lot of people start a conversation, but he was really, synced into the conversation. He's really talking, and we started talking about, a lot of stuff. And yeah, he gets it, the whole thing of how important it is how we treat others and making people's lives better and stuff. And he said that whenever he goes, he always likes to start talking to people because you just never know whose day you could improve. And it's like, yes, exactly. So yeah, there's people out there who get it. He said he's not all following this stuff with politics, but I've talked about that before. There's a lot of people who are not following what's going on, but they're still spiritually awake to how to, how things should be. So, I'm excited, to be able to talk to somebody and, have a conversation like that. It just makes you feel so much better, especially, out here where I'm at. And, these poor people who are just so misled. I mean, I haven't had a conversation. I mean, he was open to reincarnation. He was open to consciousness. Like he was, and had an understanding of his place in the world. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get to have very many conversations like that, So that was really cool. And then, so when I stopped on the way home, I stopped to get a beer and a bag of salad, right? And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a little cheesecake because she's giving me this pizza. I'll get a little cheesecake, and then and some glue for a project I'm doing. And so I went up, and got my few things, and I went up to pay, and it costs a lot more when you go to the grocery stores out here. Anyways, so a few things, it was like $25. So I went up to pay, and I already knew how much money was in my account. I had checked it right before I left because I keep kind of periodically checking because I know what's going on. And so I checked it before I left. And so when I went up and it was declined, I was like, oh, hell yeah. And so then I was just like, oh, weird. So she did it again. She was so snotty too. It's like, you know, when you see the difference in that kind of attitude, like the young man at the dog park who just, you know, wants to spread goodness and joy, and then this, you know, grumpy cashier who's just miserable in her life. It's like, you're going to have to change your life, you know. Sorry they called you up here. The line's kind of long, so. But anyway, so she was super irritated. And so then when it was declined again, she was just like, it's declined again. And so I was like, oh, man, that's weird. Okay. And so I'll just use my other card. And I used a bank card. The other one was a credit union. So I came home, checked. Yeah, money's in there. So something is happening. They said, you know, keep watching for things like that because you'll start seeing weird things like that. So I have really high hopes this week, you know, that we're there. So I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, that was so exciting to get declined. And so anyways, this is a great day. And I'm going to go out and get my half hour. It's down to like a half hour now at the most. I only get this little tiny bit of sun for such a short time. So I'm going to go out there and get my sun, come in and try and find something to watch. So anyways, this day is going great and I'm having such a happy birthday. And so have a great day yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.